Welcome to the news at this hour. My name is Ezekwesili. The headlines. Amidst Naira crisis, banks get fresh directive on operations over new Naira crisis. Ahead of the elections, U.S. Embassy alerts citizens in Nigeria on possible protests. Former Minister of Education Obi Ezekwesili says Buhari is using the CBN to deal with known criminals in politics. On the foreign scene, Antony Blinken pledges aid after devastating Turkey earthquakes. And in sports news, Neymar hit by injury weeks before his sister's birthday.
This is Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. The Association of Senior Staff of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions have asked banks to resume operations from today, being Monday, the 20th of February. The association had earlier directed all bank workers to stay away from work as more bank branches come under attack by hoodlums across the country owing to the current Naira scarcity. However, in a press statement released on Sunday evening, the president of the association, Olusoji Oluwole, ordered its members to resume immediately, but however, cautioned them and advised that they shut their doors and gates against customers whenever their lives are under threat. Citizens of the United States living in Nigeria have been alerted by the embassy in Nigeria on possible protests and restricted movements on February 25th and March 11th. The embassy, in a notice on its website, advised its citizens to avoid rallies, adding that they can lead to violence with little or no notice. American citizens were also advised by the embassy to stock up on food and water at home for 3 days in case movement restrictions are extended beyond election days. Former Minister of Education Obi Ezekwesili has said President Muhammadu Buhari is using the Central Bank of Nigeria to deal with criminality that has long existed in Nigerian politics. The economic policy expert asserted this during an interview on national television. Ezekwesili made her point while condemning the Naira redesign policy by the CBN, which in her observation has brought untold economic hardship to Nigerians. The former minister recounted how she warned Nigerians that the president had taken over CBN. According to her, the Apex Bank has been compromised. She further accused the federal government of using the CBN to target political criminals it already knows rather than focusing on fiscal and monetary policies. On the foreign scene, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said during a trip to Turkey that Washington will help Turkey for as long as it takes after earthquakes rocked the country 2 weeks ago as authorities carried out wide-scale demolitions of damaged buildings. The United States has sent a search and rescue team to Turkey along with medical supplies, concrete breaking machinery, and additional funding of $85 million in humanitarian aid that also covers Syria. Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu said there was no need to wait for disaster and difficult times to improve relations with the United States, speaking after talks with Blinken. In sports news, Paris Saint-Germain are in panic mode right now as one of their talismans, Neymar, was stretched off in the game against Lille on Sunday. Neymar was expected to lead the PSG team that will travel to Germany to take on Bayern Munich in the return leg of the Champions League round of 16 on March 8th. Unfortunately, Neymar is injured less than 2 weeks before the match. Even though the extent of the injury is not known yet, most of his critics are assuming that he got injured so that he can attend his sister's birthday party. And with that, we've come to the end of the news at this hour. Once again, my name is Ezekwesili. Thank you for watching.